What if clothing was paint? Travel ancient worlds where designs protected, signaled, and stunned. Stay to the end for a rare ritual reveal. I'm opening a window into a past where paint wasn't decoration, it was clothing. Across hot, humid landscapes where fabric rots and weighs you down, body paint solved problems that cloth couldn't. Minerals like red ochre mixed with fat formed a breathable second skin, cooling insect repellent and symbolic. Picture a map animating through time. In the Nile-Saharan corridor, the Nuba of Sudan painted their bodies in bold earth tones. In Ethiopia's Omo Valley, Surma and Karo, artists layered chalk whites, charcoal blacks, and ochres into living galleries. Northern Australia, Aboriginal communities applied ochre in ceremonies, mapping songlines on skin. Highlands of Papua New Guinea, Huli and Asaro clans masked faces with clay and vivid pigments. In the Amazon, Kayapo and Shingu peoples used Uruku red and Genipapo black to signal age, role, and readiness. In museums, you'll see grinding stones stained with color gourds for mixing and combs for clean lines. These aren't just tools, they're the wardrobe. Paint guarded skin from sun stings and spirits, because protection meant both biology and belief. Color was a code. Red ochre, heat life vitality. White clay, mourning transformation, the world of ancestors. Black charcoal, strength mystery, sometimes night or fertility. In ancient Britain, writers described Pictish fighters painted in blue, likely woad. In the Amazon, black Genipapo juice stains for weeks, broadcasting status long after a ceremony ends. Patterns spoke too. Lines across the chest could mean initiation. Dots across arms could mark kin groups. Zigzags could echo rivers and lightning. In the Omo Valley, artists improvise with leaves and fingertips. Today's design may vanish tomorrow, but the practice endures. Aboriginal designs echo country. Clan motifs align with land rights and stories. When dancers paint, they wear their homeland in law and myth. I think of it as a living archive, skin recording alliances, seasons, and sacred time. Some traditions shifted with contact mission rules and markets. Cloth arrived, cameras arrived, but the heartbeat of body art continues in festivals, initiations, and performances led by the communities themselves. When I show artifacts, I keep context and consent front and center. Body paint belongs first to the people who create it. So why study painted bodies? Because they reveal how humans adapt, turning earth into clothing, story into skin, and climate into culture. If your skin told your story, what symbols would you wear, and why? Share in the comments. And if this sparked your curiosity, watch the related documentaries on the channel Nude Art Documentary.